Sunderland's January transfer picture may be starting to shift, and one familiar name is moving back into focus as a direct consequence. Hello, Sunderland supporters. According to reports, Sunderland are now considered more likely to pursue a move for Matteo Guendouzi in the January window, following new developments around Dan Neil's future. The midfielder has been a long-term target for the club, and interest has been reignited after initial attempts to sign him before the current campaign. What has been reported as fact is this: Dan Neil is attracting loan interest from Leicester City and West Bromwich Albion. This information comes from Alan Nixon, reporting via Patreon. Neil, who captained Sunderland during their promotion-winning season, has struggled for league minutes this term, making just 2 appearances so far. Despite rejecting Premier League and La Liga approaches in the summer to fight for his place, his role has diminished due to competition in midfield. It has also been reported that Neil could see more game time during January because several midfielders are set to leave temporarily for AFCON. Even so, the report suggests he may still push for a loan move in search of regular football. Separately, Sunderland have revived their interest in Matteo Guendouzi. A £24 million fee has been mentioned as the potential cost to prize him away from Lazio. Newcastle United are also reportedly interested, but the suggestion is that Sunderland could now accelerate their move if Neil departs. For context, this matters because Sunderland's midfield has been central to their impressive return to the Premier League. After 17 games, the team sits 6th, which few would have predicted at the start of the season. Under Regis Lebris, the midfield has been carefully constructed, with Granit Xhaka playing a major leadership role and helping younger players like Habib Diarra and Noah Sadiki develop. From a Sunderland perspective, the possible departure of Neil would create a different dynamic within that midfield group. While he is no longer a regular starter, he remains a proven figure at the club and an influential presence from last season's promotion run. This is where the analysis comes in. If Neil leaves on loan, it would likely free up both space and justification for adding an experienced midfielder. Guendouzi fits that profile. He is a France international, has been a consistent performer for Lazio, and is widely viewed as having matured significantly since his Arsenal days. Crucially, Lebris has an existing working relationship with Guendouzi from their time together at Lorient, which may help explain why Sunderland's interest has resurfaced now. However, this also raises questions for supporters. A £24 million outlay would represent a significant investment, particularly for a club that has already assembled a deep midfield group. It would signal clear intent to strengthen immediately rather than simply cover short-term absences caused by AFCON. In my view, based on what has been reported, this situation reflects Sunderland operating with greater ambition and flexibility than in recent years. If Neil does move on loan, pursuing a player like Guendouzi would suggest the club see this season as an opportunity to push, not just consolidate. That said, the financial scale and competition from rivals mean this is far from straightforward. So the question for Sunderland supporters is this: if Dan Neil leaves in January, would bringing in a player like Matteo Guendouzi represent the right balance between ambition and squad harmony? For more clear, fact-based updates as this story develops, make sure to follow along for continued Sunderland coverage in the weeks ahead.